morning to everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome to the morning meditation. Let's all collectively bow down and raise our Kundalini and put Bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji. Let's bring both our hands at the heart level. Bring our attention within to our spirit. Shri Mataji. I bow down to the reflection of the all-pervading power within me, to the eternal spirit within me, which is Satchidananda Swarup, the truth, the awareness and bliss. We can place our right hand on the heart and say Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Shri Mataji, may I this day be what you would have me be. May I this day say what you would have me say. May I this day be part and parcel of the whole, and may my thoughts be that of a realized soul. May I this day have love for all mankind. Shri Mataji, please put your lotus feet into my heart, into my mind, into my attention. Left hand on the lap, right hand on Mother Earth. We'll take Shri Ganesh mantra 4 times for the 4 petals of Mooladhara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। Right hand on the lap, left hand on the ground. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। Both hands on the ground. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। Shri Mataji, please bless us with the qualities of Shri Ganesha. Now we'll bring our right hand to our heart. We'll follow the affirmations guided by Shri Mataji.
Now, first of all, you put your hand on your heart. In the heart resides Shiva, is the spirit. So, you have to thank your spirit that it has brought light to your attention, because you are a saint and the light that has come in your heart has to enlighten the whole world. So please, now in your heart, you pray that let this light of my love of the divine spread to the whole world. With all sincerity and understanding that you are connected with the divine and whatever you desire will happen, with full confidence in yourself. Now put your right hand in the upper part of your abdomen on the left hand side, on the upper part of your stomach on the left hand side, and now here is the center of your dharma. Here you have to pray that let Vishwa Nirmal Dharma spread in the whole world. Let people see the light through our dharmic life, through our righteousness. Let people see them and accept the Vishwa Nirmal Dharma by which they get enlightenment and a benevolent higher life and a desire to ascend. Now, take your right hand in the lower portion of your abdomen, of the stomach, on the left hand side. Press it. Now this is the center of pure knowledge. Here, you have to say as Saj Yogis that our mother has given us the full idea how the divine works. She has given us all the mantras and all the pure knowledge that we could bear and understand. Let me fully be knowledgeable about that. All of us. I have seen if the man is a leader, the wife doesn't know a word about Sahaja Yoga. If the woman knows about Sahaja Yoga, the husband doesn't know anything about it. Let me be proficient and an expert in this knowledge. So that I can give realization to people, make them understand what is divine law, what is Kundalini, and what are the chakras. Let my attention be more on Sahaja Yoga than all these mundane things. Now put your right hand in the upper part of your abdomen. Close your eyes. Now here, on the left hand side, press it. Now here, Mother has given me the spirit and I have my own Guru, which is the spirit. I am master of my own. Let there be no abandonment. Let there be dignity in my character. Let there be generosity in my behavior. Let there be compassion and love for other Sahajogis. Let me not show off, but have a deep knowledge about God's love and His doings. So that when people come to me, I should be able to tell them about Sahaja Yoga and give them this great knowledge with humility and love. Now raise your right hand on your heart. Here you have to thank God that you have felt the ocean of joy and you have felt the ocean of forgiveness. And the capacity to forgive as our mother has, which we have seen is so tremendous. Let my heart expand and encompass the whole universe. And my love should resound the name of God. The heart every moment should express the beauty of God's love. Take your now right hand in the Vishuddhi, that is on the left Vishuddhi, between the neck and the shoulder in the corner. I will not indulge into the falsehood of guilt because I know it is falsehood. I will not escape my faults but face them and eradicate them. I will not try to find faults with others, but in my own knowledge of Sahaja Yoga, let me remove their faults. We have so many ways secretly we can remove the faults of others. Let my collectivity become so great that the whole Sahaja Yoga race is my own family, my own children, my home, my everything. Let me get that feeling completely, innately built within myself that I am a part and parcel of the whole because we all have one mother. And let my concern go to the whole world to know what are their problems and how can, through my true desire, power, solve that. Let me feel the problems of the world in my heart and innately to remove all of them from the basis of which they are, from the basis from which they are generated. Let me go to the principles of all these problems and try to remove them through my Sahaja Yoga powers, through my saintly powers. Now put your right hand on your forehead across. Now here you have to say, first of all, I have to forgive all those who have not come in Sahaja Yoga. Those who are on the periphery, who come and go, who jump in and jump out. But first of all and foremost, I have to forgive all the Sahaja Yogis because they are all better than me. I am the one who tries to find faults with them, but I am at the lowest ebb and I have to forgive them because I must know that I still have to go very further. I am still much less. I have to improve myself. This humility has to come within us. So you have to say here, let the humility in my heart, in a true sense, not hypocritical, work out this feeling of forgiveness so that I bow to reality, to God and to Sahaja Yoga. Now you have to put back your hand on the back side of your head and push back your head here, and you have to say here, Oh Mother, whatever wrong we have done to you so far, and whatever wrong goes in our minds, and whatever smallness we have shown to you, whatever way we have troubled you and challenged you, please forgive us. You have to ask for forgiveness. In your intelligence you should know what I am. I don't have to tell you again and again. Not at Sahasrara, you have to thank me. At Sahasrara, put your hand, move it 7 times and thank me 7 times. Mother, thank you very much for the realization. And Mother, thank you very much for making us understand how great we are. And thank you very much for bringing all the blessings of the divine. And thank you very much for raising us higher, much higher than from where we were. And also thank you very much for sustaining us and for helping us to improve ourselves and correct ourselves. And thank you very much ultimately that Mother, you have come on this earth, taken your birth and working so hard for us, for all of us. Press it hard and move it hard. That's the first point one should know about dedication, that you are dedicated fully, that you are not afraid of anyone. You are not worried about your losses. Some people have lost their heads also, completely cut their heads. People have tortured them. Some people have been taken away all their money, have been tortured in every way. But they thought this was the truth, they stood by. Some of them were stupid fools, they stood for something that was not truth. They did, but now you know that you are standing on the truth, and for that you should be willing to sacrifice anything, so-called sacrifice, because you are not sacrificing the truth. What you are sacrificing is untruth. For that you require people of strength and courage, and not these half-baked people. You see, the morning till evening asking for forgiveness from mother. What is it? What is there to ask for forgiveness? Because I am forgiving you every moment. But what are you doing to yourself? What sort of a person you are? You think about it, that you have to stand on the truth. For that, you have to be a strong, courageous person with that sharpness, that tejasvita within you, of the light, of the big one. But at the same time, you have to have complete dedication. Supposing there is no oil in this, it will all go off. It has to have oil. It will go off. So the dedication part is the oil in you, is the attachment, complete attachment to your source. That's the dedication. But that dedication should not give you any other ideas but of a light which shines, which corrects others, guides the path of other people. If that is not so, then the source that you are tapping is not coming to you fully, and that your light is not burning properly. So, into dedication when you go, you must not think that it is any surrendering, the so-called surrendering, that you become like a cabbage. That's the idea people have, that you become like cabbage. But you become dynamic. You become real power. Not of destruction, but of construction. I mean, for destruction you don't need much power. Only for construction you need power. For destruction, how much do you need? Very little. You can destroy the whole thing in no time. But for the construction, you really require great power. And that power, sustained power, flowing power has to be there. For that, dedication is needed. Holding on to your source of power, you have to stand firm, courageously, without any fear. That's the truth. That's the truth you have to achieve. That's very important. But this is only one side of the story. That's not sufficient. Just being the truth, the aspect of one side is there. But the other side of it is that when the source comes to you, you become the compassion. The truth and the compassion are one thing. You won't believe, but it is so. Like the wick and the oil combine to form the light. It is the burning of the oil gives you the light. In the same way, the compassion gives you the truth. There's no difference whatsoever. Only the state is different. That you cannot see the light, which is oil, and oil, which is burning. So compassion is the one which is the source as well as your stove. So from the source of compassion, you get your compassion. You see, I have seen people, they want to have compassion from me. They want that I should love them. But reflect it back. Do they love others like that? I have known people, they have, say for one person says harsh things to other. One comes and asks me, Mother, forgive me for that. Or does something harsh just for the whim of the mind. Mother, forgive me. But when you ask for that, I would like to know, have you given compassion to another person? Even after getting forgiveness from me, that source of forgiveness, that source of compassion, have you given compassion to others? Have you been compassionate to others? You see, it should not be one-sided. If you are taking the advantage of my compassion, it should not be one-sided, that you use it for your own benefit and forget about it. Then you will never grow. You will never grow. If you have to grow, then you must store that compassion within you. Whatever compassion I have given you, love I have given you, you must store that within you and give that back to others. Otherwise, you will be finished. You will be nowhere. It's the growth which is sustained only, not only by sucking from one side, but by giving to others. Otherwise, you'll be stagnated. There has to be outflow. But that is a very hard thing, because people are very good at taking compassion from others. Or even if they are compassionate, they will be mostly compassionate to people who are, say, in, say, Vietnam, not in the ashram. They are more worried about Vietnam people, Oh, Mother, we are worried about Vietnam people, we are collecting money for them, we are trying to send money to Vietnam, and here among ashramites, fighting. This is not compassion by any chance. Sahajogis among themselves are a different race, and they are to support each other all the time and look after them. When I find Sahajogis criticizing Sahajogis, I am amazed. I am really amazed. Because you are part and parcel of the same. How can you criticize one eye criticizing another person? I just can't understand. I can criticize, all right. But why should you? Why should you criticize each other? Only thing that you have to do is to love each other. Christ has said it thrice. I must have said it 108 times already. That you have to love each other. That is the only way you are expressing compassion. If I have given you any love any time, you have to have patience with others, love for others. I sometimes try to coax people, and I find that people immediately come out with some sort of a criticism of others or something like that. Now the basic thing is that our compassion, if that is flowing, then only we can get compassion from others. There is no place anymore. I have done too much compassion business. And what I find that now, unless and until you flow it, how am I to give you compassion? I mean, there is no space left now. So better give it away, empty yourself a little bit, then I can give you more compassion. It's simple business. In this respect, one has to understand that the source cannot flow unless and until it expands the flow of it. Like the river Thames. We went to see the river Thames, the place from where it starts. It's a small little stream from 7 streams, very little, we can say trickling down. It has become a river Thames. Supposing it does not widens, that will stop at the beginning only. It cannot come out. It cannot flow. It's not because it is angry or upset or anything like that, but by the nature of its flow, only it cannot flow. What to do? So that is what it is. That one has to give compassion to others. It should not be formal compassion or affected one, but should be a natural one, very natural, spontaneous, feeling from within. It's not an expression of your ego or superego or over sentimentality, but is a kind of a understanding that he is a Sahajogi, you are a Sahajogi, you are brothers, not the way the brothers have been, but a different type of brothers who are spiritual brothers. You are spiritual people. So this compassion has to be there, and unless and until you develop that compassionate, fatherly or motherly feelings for others, I mean, I am a mother of a person who is about 108 years of age. You have to really mother others and have that feeling of compassion and love for others. You don't have to think about your own comfort. You don't have to think about your own advantages, but you have to think about the comfort of others. You have to think what you can do to make others comfortable and to see what will make you comfortable. So this flow of compassion, when it starts, you see, the dedication is complete. Because whatever we got from you, Mother, we are giving it to others. That's the dedication. So the flow of dedication is not one-sided. It is double-sided. You stick on to something, you get connected with something, to get something out of it, and you give it to others. And ultimately that reaches the collective being, means it reaches the source. It is in this light we have to understand. Exclusiveness, oh, we should now marry, we should have separate place, we should live separately. It's all right. You must have little privacy as a married people. I'm not saying that. But as far as compassion is concerned, as married people, you have to be much more compassionate. But you will only worry about your own children, about your own comfort, about your own husband, about your own wife. In Sahaja Yoga, there is no place for such people. It's all collective. When you bring sweets for your own child, bring for other children in the ashram. You are one family, and all the family has to move with the same waves. I had told you before that we cannot have separate food arrangements, separate this and separate that. And in the same way, we cannot have separate standards of living for different people. We all have to enjoy whatever is enjoyed by all of you. That should be so. And that should be achieved on material level. On emotional level, any marriage which is absurd, which makes everyone unhappy, is useless. But marriages are made to make everyone happy. So before you decide to marry, think that you are not playing tricks. Playing tricks in Sahaja Yoga is very, very dangerous. You are not playing tricks with your marriages. You are not trying to involve somebody else thinking that mother will forgive you or not. I will forgive, but your assent is difficult. So don't try to play tricks with anything that you have been doing before, but change yourself completely, transform yourself completely. Now you change your attitude towards life, you can, because it is changed already. If you try to be the other person, you cannot. Now you have become a flower, now you can't become suddenly the leaf. Now you are a flower, and you have to live like a flower. And that's what you have to remember, that compassion is such an outflow, is such a natural thing for a Sahaja. It's not natural for anybody else. Other people who talk of compassion or this and that are not at all compassionate. They are doing it for money, they are doing it for position, they are doing it for ego satisfaction. But you are having compassion because you have to have it, jolly well. It is flowing, the compassion, because it has to flow. And you are doing compassion because of compassion. There is no other purpose behind it. Only this will give you something that is of permanent nature, of a sthayi nature. I have seen people, as I was telling in the morning, who have gone to an organization, made a beautiful organization out of it, and once they leave, the organization is finished. Because they do not give anything substantial to that organization. And what is to be given is a large heart of compassion. If you do not give that, once you go away from that, the rest of them are again barren. It's not grow. Like if you bring water and plant things and give water to that area, then it becomes very beautiful, and you can say it's a very lush growth. But as soon as that water source is removed, it gets again dried up. But Sahaja Yoga is different. In Sahaja Yoga, you not only grow as a plant, but also as the source of the plant. If this plant is removed from here, put somewhere, it will give water to other plants. Do you know this new dimension that you have within yourself? That once this plant is uprooted from here and taken out, it will not die, not at all. It will grow, but it will make others grow. This is another type of a growth that we have. And it's a very different position we are in. And that's what now I want, that all of you, even if you are uprooted and put into any other place. I've seen when I ask people that you better shift from here to there, they just get frightened. You better go there and do this. They get frightened. You are a plant which can not only go and prosper in any place, but you will give the necessary nourishment to other plants. That's what you are. So do not stick on to one place. If you stick on, then think there must be something wrong with the place. Like a glue, if you are sticking to one place, it's very dangerous. And be sure that you must turn away from such a place which glues you. That doesn't mean that as people are here, they never stay in the house, all the time running out. It doesn't mean. Again, I have to strike that point. Because otherwise the people are here, are all the time running away from their houses. That's not the point. The point is that you should not be glued to anything and not afraid of leaving any place, because now you are Sahajogis. You have joined the ocean, and ocean can take you anywhere. So just prepare yourself to move into any place, because you have to take this compassion everywhere and to prosper the kingdom of God, you have to serve Him. And this service only possible if you know that you are here for a very great universal task, not only for England, for India, or for America, but you are here for a global task, which is the epitome of our evolution. This is the highest thing we have to do for our creation and for our Creator. And you are chosen for that. So don't divert your attention to anything that is not fulfilling your own manifestation. Discard all that. Don't waste your energy. And your manifestation is your compassion, your love. But still it should not remain rational. Whatever I have said to you is just to put you into a condition where you start sucking the vibrations as well as giving the vibrations. It is an action which is a happening that should take place within you. It's not rationality, it's not thinking about it. Only by saying these things I really stun your thinking. You should allow this to happen to you just with the vibratory awareness. You should judge yourself. Am I the one who is giving vibrations to others? Am I the one who has stored these vibrations, or am I getting ruined? All this will give you a great meaning and an employment, as I said, employed by God. If you have any questions, ask me.
Shri Mataji, bless us with the dedication to achieve the state where we are instruments of your divine love and compassion. We'll be taking the Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीमहालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Let's collectively bow down and take our bandhans. Thank you for joining today's collective meditation. Have a Nirmal day, everyone.